It's high school graduation season. The chance to hear your name and walk across the stage is a special memory for students and their families. More than a year ago, that dream of graduation day changed in an instant for an Austin teenager and his family. KVU's Molly Oak has their story.
MVC crash with multiple injuries, including a contusion of the brain, T6 compression fracture, left and
February 4th, 2017, 3:40 a.m.
multiple left rib fractures, splenic laceration, and hemorrhage.
It turned into a vehicle rescue pinion, so they started sending a couple more units our way.
You could see the worry in everybody's faces when we got there, and we were definitely prepared for the worst.
It would be hours before Bianca Benson knew what happened to her 17-year-old son.
At 6 a.m., there was an APD officer at my door. He simply just asked if I was Matthew's mom, and I said yes. And I said, how many cars in the driveway? And he said 1. And I just said, where is he?
Driving down a dark, narrow Austin road.
He had slid off the road into a tree, and his driver's door was caved in, and the hood was, the roof was caved in on top of him.
Firefighters pulled Matthew from the driver's seat.
And I'm thinking, oh, we got to find parents, we got to find, family, something.
An officer drove Bianca to the hospital that morning.
I just had this gut feeling that it was very bad.
Call it a mother's intuition.
And when I got there, I found out that my gut reaction was right, that it was as bad as I feared that it was going to be.
Not knowing if her son was alive.
I couldn't believe I was going to be the mother of a dead child. And I was surrounded by family, and there was nothing anybody could say to me at that moment.
But Matthew was still breathing.
And that's when I found out the severity of the injuries.
His body bruised and broken, but it was the injuries to his brain that caused concern.
We were told that it was the worst kind that you could have.
And as she sat, staring at her son in a coma,
we both didn't leave his side, so we refused to leave, basically, the hospital. We didn't leave.
His sister celebrated her birthday in the ICU, waiting, wishing for her big brother to wake up.
All that matters is what's going on in that room, and everything that you've known about your life just stops. Your job, your hobbies, you don't even think about them, and all you focus on is that monitor with all the numbers and this body laying in a bed. Those days are really dark, and you just start to think it's never going to turn around. And then it does.
After 10 long days, Matthew did the unthinkable. He woke up.
Matthew, in his Matthew way of doing everything his own way, woke up from his coma by self-extubating. And there he was, laying there with his eyes open. And it was the most incredible moment.
A life she feared lost.
There he is.
Woo! Replaced with promise.
I am very pleased to welcome you to Westwood High School's 36th annual commencement ceremony.
After weeks in the ICU.
Seniors, please join me in thanking your parents and family members who have supported you throughout your educational career.
And months of playing catch-up in school. Bianca anxiously awaited those 3 words.
Matthew Garrett Moore. Joseph Charlie.
There's just something about seeing your child walk across the stage.
It's really overwhelming.
Especially when they came so close to missing this moment.
I mean, we celebrate him graduating, but I celebrate that he lived to see graduation.
Miracles happen every day. Matthew is proof. A Westwood warrior. How fitting. In Cedar Park, Molly Oak, KVU News Night Beast.
That is one proud mom. And Matthew will attend college in the fall. He says he wants to be a doctor after spending so much time in that hospital room.